What's going on, guys? Uh, why is it still playing somewhere? Oh my goodness. What's going on? Oh, I tell you what, I barely have anyone left to say hi to. I feel like I got here a few minutes early. We've been saying hi to everybody. Let's see who is in the house. Patty A, happy Tuesday, folks. Debbie Conan in the house. Good to see you. Thrifty Angela. Debbie Saylor. Surfing Dodo, good to see you in here, my friend. Scrolling, the early bird crew, chit-chatting. Excuse me, Floss is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Annette's Fantice in the house. All right, Gracie and Jock, good to see you guys. I know a lot of you guys are on Pacific time. Thrifty Angela in the house on Eastern time. And I'm going to say real quick, Gary on Eastern time. But most of the people here early. Floss is in the house. Good to see you. All right, we're scrolling. Everybody talking about how good Indiana basketball is doing. They've won the last 2 games and loving it. Tim is in the house. Judy is in the house. Good to see you guys. Teresa's in the house. Good looking cargo trailer, Teresa. I saw the pictures. Let's see here. That motorcycle fits in there. Nice. All right, we're scrolling. Travelers with Tia the Terror. Good to see you. Dale. Tell me if I'm right. Is it Dale? Mobang in the house. Good to see you. So excited to see that Mobang got 2 solar panels up on a minivan the way he did. That worked out really good. Deb Long in the house. Good to see you, Deb. Let's see here. Jill is in the house. Good to see you, Jill. Linda Barker saying hello. Jackie Dodson in the house on time. Normally she's driving to or from work or class. So good to see you in the house. Cindy is in the house. Good to see you, Cindy. Laura is in the house. I'm going to take just a quick second. Laura, I think somebody hacked your Facebook. So I keep getting tagged on some weird stuff. So I think somebody hacked your Facebook, and I tried to get you to call today and they would not respond. So I think if you're getting messages from Laura Kramer, you might want to reach out to Laura first. Folk of the Forest, good to see you. Bernadette, good to see you and Les in the house. I was just thinking about you guys today, wondering if you guys kept track of all the gas money you've spent so far. And Bernadette, our good friends Seth and Matt were out again today doing a little excavating. So Blissful Ventures, good to see you. All right, scrolling. I got to get going here. I had the new fence section installed today, and Duke was able to run around his huge backyard. I'll tell you what, isn't that incredible? So today Maddie's out at the shop, and she's been restrained. She's on her little runner, and because the excavators are here, and you guys, Maddie just barks on the runner. Now she knows I'm talking about her. She's not even looking at me. She knows I'm all worked up over here. She doesn't like it when Mama's worked up. Laura said yes, they did, and that's what I thought. If you guys get any messages on Facebook from Laura, may want to just block them because it's a weird app thing they want you to join. So I always hesitate on that, and I said, Laura, if this is really you, give me a call, and no phone call. So Jane is in the house. Good to see you. I'll tell you, I think it is a whole lot easier these days to get hacked on Facebook and Instagram and that than it ever was before. Nancy Roberts in the house. Good evening, everybody. I can only stay a little while. She probably saw her van on the front of this thing and I just stop in and say hi, see what's going on. Hello from Omaha, Nebraska. I am new at this and would love van life. Thank you, Jim and Julie, for suggesting Johnny. I love it when my YouTube friends invite other people over. and hit that subscribe button. It's free, and we do lots of fun stuff here. Johnny Lightning in the house. Hey, all, made it tonight. It's been tough. I've been playing nursemaid to my wife who broke her arm. I'll tell you what, there's only one thing worse than a broken arm, and that's a broken shoulder, I think, in my opinion, because you're used to doing everything by yourself. And just to button your britches, it's like it's a whole new nightmare. So I'd be wearing sweatpants for 6 weeks or however long I'm in the cast. Desert Deb in the house. Good to see you, friend. Welcome, Vanessa. Good to thank you for welcoming in. Is her first name? Yeah, Vanessa. Okay, I'm scrolling. Paul, are Joey and Paula still in Alaska? We're back at home for now, Teresa. Good. Hope you guys are you guys coming to the meetup? Are you guys coming to Missouri? Nancy said, I sure did. She said, that's my van. Oh man, it is going so good in Nancy's build. All the walls are done. Oh, it's going good. Bev has her van here. We took that 12-volt air conditioner out and put in an alternating current air conditioner. Runs off the blue energy. Button your britches. That's right. Oh, I tell you, you do. Think about it. Just like take one of your arms and strap it to your chest for the day. And matter of fact, your dominant hand, do that. And it is an all new kind of handicap because, when I was at work, like me having my knee surgery, you can get around. But when you lose your dominant hand, it's a whole new ball game. And I'm a switch hitter. Oh, goodness. Step Van Dan in the house. Good to see you. Oh, Tommy must be in the house. Good to see you. I must have scrolled right by it. Oh, guys, I'm going to say hi to a couple more people, and then we're going to get rolling here because it's been a day. I think I'm all caught up. Try brushing your teeth in the other hand. You know what? So I'm ambidextrous, like really, really ambidextrous. I was born left-handed, but I went to a school that would only teach you to write right-handed. So my fine motor skills are my rough motor skills, my coarse motor skills are real good in both hands. My real fine motor skills are good in my right hand because of just learning how to write with my right hand. But if you see me cutting and doing weird stuff, I eat most of the time with my left hand. You'll see that I use my left hand just as much as I use my right hand, except to zip my britches. You ever get too much information on channels? It's like I really didn't want to know that. Oh, I just can't help it sometimes. All right, what is going on today? I'll tell you what, my body is so fatigued from tackling so many jobs. I almost feel like I could have Lyme disease or something. My muscles are just fatigued from just going, and not getting to rest. But on September 14th, I'm going to start resting. And from the 14th to the 22nd, I am going to 99% be resting. Whew. But we're going to push hard for the final. But you ever had something and it really just ran you down? And I know it's been hot, so that's part of it. But today, I've been working a little bit in a GMC Savannah. And you got to hunker down. I hit my neck on the door clasp. I had a little nerve type sharp pain in my back twice, once today, once yesterday. I feel like something's going on. So, so I got a salad. I'm trying to eat a salad. I got a new RV 2007 road trek. I'm happy again and can't wait to get out of this shelter. Cool, cool, cool. Road treks are good. Patty Augustine has a road trek. So she's part of a road trek Facebook group, I think. So reach out to her and maybe join the group. Lots of ideas on tweaking things. So let's see here. How do you get your cart? How do you get around and with your cart in the road trek? Is it got a wheelchair lift on it? I would be interested to hear that. I've been drinking mushroom coffee and have been feeling better. Somebody was just talking about mushroom coffee in one of the last live streams. Yeah. So that's interesting. I need to write that down. If it tastes like mushrooms, it's a no-go. I'm telling you what, I have never been able to like mushroom soup. I can't even be in the same room with mushroom soup. Call me picky, call me a brat. I can't. It just makes me sick. Makes me sick. Hi to everyone I missed. Floss is saying hi. No lift, need a basket on the back. The only thing about the basket on the back, Laura, be real careful going through the washes and like in and out of driveways because those baskets, because the road trek is already a lower van, those baskets stick out. You do not want to drag and damage your rack and damage that basket and possibly your cart. So vintage, there you go. There you go. Grab it while you can. Mushrooms, gross. Me and you will get along good on our pizza at night. I have a fatal allergy to shrooms. Let's see here. I don't have a fatal allergy to them. I just that smell. I'll tell you a story. And it's like one of those one and done stories. Kelly made something and it had mushrooms in it. And she tried to just like, I'm just not going to say anything. She'll probably not even notice. I noticed almost immediately. And then it felt like, I hate mushrooms. You knew they were in there. I was not happy. It's like, don't try and slide one over on me. Love mushroom in soup, coffee, deep fried, yummy, yummy. Yeah, it must be, I used to work at a restaurant where we just put a bunch of mushrooms with brown gravy on burgers. You can get them on, I know so many people that sear them or whatever and put them on their steak. So you either love mushrooms or you don't. You never really hear somebody, well, I could take them or leave them. They're not my favorite, but I don't mind. People either are like, no, they're like rubbery. They're either a no or they're like, oh yeah, put the mushrooms on. That is my observation. Obviously, I am not a culinary expert in any means. I love sauteed in butter and wine. There you go. See? Love mushrooms, a lot of mushrooms. Mobang, he knows he makes I can say it already. Johnny gave me dirty look at first time. I don't remember that. In hopes of not hurting someone's feelings, I might eat an egg roll with a mushroom in it, but definitely, like if I see it, it's coming out. Love mushrooms, but they don't like me. Interesting. Allergic to them or just, yeah. Let's see here. Mobang will make mushrooms. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. There is another gnat. Guys, I'm having the worst time with gnats up here. Oh, I think I got it. Mushrooms are a big no for me. Yuck, yuck. That's what I'm saying. It's either a, yeah, I don't mind, or it's a no. Definite no. Oh, that's that's TMI. No, I'm kidding. I was just talking about that same thing. Anyway, so I don't know how we got on with mushrooms. Oh, the aching muscles, that kind of thing. With mushrooms, I fake it. I'll eat them, but will never like them. Oh man, I'll tell you what. Just faking it. You go, girl. Wait, are we talking about shrooms or or talking about the shrooms or the shrooms? We're talking about rubber mushrooms. We're talking about disgusting plants. Um, just don't get the ones that grow on cow pies. Oh, no, no, and double no. Anyway, oh my goodness, guys. Let's talk about the excavating because that was pretty fun. You guys, I've got a spillway that prevents my dam from overflowing. And my very first excavator put in a culvert extremely wrong, and my dam breached in 3 spots. It caused all kinds of issues. So I got another excavator out here and they fixed it. Well, we have had so much rain this year. A lot of the rock that they put in there washed out, and he said that we will fix it in the summer when it all dries up. So they came out today, and I am telling you what, they brought rocks this big, all kinds of big rocks. Have you tried magnesium for muscles? I am not good on taking medicine. I can tell you no, because, and I'm not having like muscle cramps. It's just, I mean, I have had 2 back spasms, but I was lifting an 80-pound air conditioner at the time. And I just kind of like, ooh, that's that sore muscle. So yeah, I just feel like I've been overdoing it the last couple of days. You know, I took a couple of days off and then you got to make up for it. So what is going on here? What is going on here? Got to go by all swimming. Have fun. Have fun. Tell Paula hi. Magnesium is a supplement. I just am not good at taking medicine, whether it's a vitamin, I have no, like, I mean, yeah, it's just tough. If there was like, I don't even know if it could go in a drink or something, because I'm not real good at that either. I just, as far as waking up every day and taking like multivitamins, I'll get some glucosamine and some turmeric and blah, blah, blah. And they'll be on my nightstand. And I'll, like, when I wake up, I need to take those. And I'll do it for a week. Sometimes I'll do it for 3 days. Sometimes I'll do it for a month. But there's no consistency. And I know my body needs consistency. What is a must-have in a van life? A gnat killer. What is a must-have in a van life? There are so many answers to that. Because like a must-have in van life would be a means to get water, a means to boil that water, whether it's a little bitty stove or a gas stove. A must-have in van life might be window coverings, because, you know, now for me, if somebody brought me a van and said, I'm not going to put a fan in it, I would say, let's go in my office and sit down. I would say, let's talk about the pros and cons of not putting a fan in your van. You need circulation for multiple reasons. So that would be it. You wouldn't 100% need solar if you don't have a way to store the energy. You can have a power bank and just charge it while you drive. They have must have a black tank hose if you have a black tank. Absolutely. An electrical system. You don't absolutely have to have an electrical system. They're a must. The question is, what do I must have in van life? And I'm going to say, I mean, besides a way to get water, because you got to have water, you got to have, a way to go to the bathroom, because you're not going to be at a rest area every time you have to go to the bathroom. You have to have a way to go to the bathroom, whether it's a shovel, whatever, but you have to have a means to go to the bathroom. If you're talking about luxuries, A bed that doesn't hurt your back is a good one. Money is a good one. There you go. No fan is killing me in California. Yep. And oh, we got to get that van fixed. Oh my goodness. Do you leave your van built out all the time? Debbie, do you leave your van built out all the time? You still have a bad fan. Yeah, at least you got a vent. You can open it up. Let's see here. A bucket. A bucket. I disagree. I travel on a motorcycle and I don't carry a bucket with me. I do have find a tree now and again. That's, I'm just going to say there's a lot of times, and I know there's going to be a dispute, but there's a lot of times that a guy can get away with going to the bathroom just on the side of the road or whatever that women don't have. You know what I mean? I know that guys would debate this, but it is different. Definitely different. Dudes have it easy. Amen. That is it. Now, if I had a van and it was built out and I was like, oh, everything's ready. What would be 2 luxury items? Two items. It's like, man, no matter what I do with my build, I want to make sure I have insulated window coverings. I want that privacy. I want that thermal value. So I want insulated coverings. And I got to tell you, like, the Sirocco fan is always in my top list. It's always in my top couple because I feel like even if your vent fan didn't work and you could just open it up, a Sirocco fan, that thing can move some air, I'm telling you. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, good. That's good. It is. But, and I'm going to say women that are creative, it can work for them too. But yep, sure do. The things we talk about on the Johnny's Journey live stream. What are the best window covers to get for your Transit? Because I get a 30% discount and I like them. I do. The Van Essentials have nice window coverings. They're more expensive than just buying a roll of Reflectix, and a roll of Reflectix with put some material on them so they're attractive. I had Reflectix for about 2.5 years, but they do after a while, lose that value. I have 2 Sirocco fans. That's awesome. So I am a big fan of some type of covering like the Van Essential window covers. So if a guy gets stranded in a snowstorm, he could write help in the snow. Let's just hope he doesn't run out and just write HEL. Oh man. Night, Nancy. Oh my goodness. All right. Look at me. Nancy's making me tired, and I'm 2 hours ahead of her. Yep, everybody laughing at Deborah. Leave it to Deborah. Oh man. I'm going to tell you guys, when I'm on the road and I'm at like maybe a rest area or whatever, I do not like to exit my van in the middle of the night. Like I would, if it was a coffee can, I would not get out of my van to go to the bathroom. at night. I just don't like it. I can't say that I'm like scared, but I want to wake up just enough to make sure I hit the coffee can or whatever I'm using and go right back to bed. So I'll email you to order them for me. Sounds good. Sounds good. I cannot find window coverings for my back door windows on my transit low roof. Are they special windows? Did you put special windows? Me either. I keep one seat up for that purpose. Absolutely, yeah. Oh, I got to read this. Not too many girls with that kind of talent. We got to read that. Girls can write help too if they're talented enough. No. I grew up in Cleveland with 3 brothers. Trust me, we can't. Trust me, we can't. Oh man, just a cargo van. All right, cargo van. I want you to reach out to this van life of mine. Mona has a cargo van, and she has a company in Canada that they specially make cargo van window coverings. She actually did a video on it on her channel. So if you go to this van life of mine, look for that video. She's got them. When you install solar panels on a Yanaka roof rack, do the crossbars go under or between the panels? Between. They make them flush. It makes it look very, very stealth. So when you look up there, all you see is that black Yanaka rack. That's why you got to make sure you get the right size so that it fits between the bars. Thank you, Gracie, for dropping that link. Sirocco fans need a battery. Sirocco fans need a battery system. Honestly, all cars have a cigarette lighter. So you could put your Sirocco fan, you can put a cigarette lighter on the end of it and take it to the engine. So you could do that. And you also could put an on-off switch on it. Thank you, Johnny. I will check that out. There you go. Yep. And she loves her window coverings. She did say they were a little costly, but any windows that are insulated, they're custom made, they're not just, Reflectix that you cut out into a circle or a square or rectangle or whatever you got. They're going to be costly. Window coverings are an investment. It is a good investment, I will tell you. 62 degrees here in Southern Kentucky at my house right now. I opened some of the windows and it feels great. It feels good here too. It's been kind of nice here the last couple of days. What wattage are the Sirocco fans? Honestly, sometimes when you put them on like low, they don't even register. They're so low watts. Like I'm talking about, doesn't even register like 2 or 3. They're so low wattage. So, wonder if they make window coverings for old vans. I think you would probably have to do that company that Mona uses. I bet you it'd have to be a special order company. I bet, because I mean, there's the older vans. Like, look at all of them. Like right now, we're dealing with Transit Ram Sprinter. Back in the day, you look at all the minivans out there. Look at all the, different models of road trucks. And these cargo vans, they change the windows depending on the year. So, yeah. You could 12-volt a hardwired to chassis with the positive to the battery. Let's see here. You gals forget about syringe when it's cold enough, right? What about bug screens? Do you get discounts on them? I do. I'll stick with Reflectix. That's right. And if you like, what I did is I put a felt, and I did some adhesive, and then I did that on the front and the back, put magnets in there, and then I just hand stitched the entire thing. And I'm telling you, I had those for I think I had them for over 2 years. So I can help you if you want to use Reflectix. There you go. You would probably want to make those bug screens before, or those Reflectix, before you hit the road. Let's see here. Oh, guys, let's talk about the meetup real quick. It's 8:30. Let's do a quick thank you to my channel members and my Patreons. I appreciate you guys so much. All the little extra. I love our little Sunday Zooms, and thank you. All right, I just saw Debbie Babb said my Reflectix are quilted by me, and they are nice. So those of you guys that are coming to the meetup and you see them, they are really nice. So I burnt out my sewing machine sewing the edge on Reflectix. Oh no! I hand sewed mine. I use spray on adhesive. It works great. That's what I did too. And then I did hand sew the edges because I wanted material on both sides. So let's talk about the meetup real quick. Guys, first of all, I want to tell you, because I know he probably didn't get a chance to call everybody. Mark Wolf is having issues with his van. Please pray for this, because he has just had a time with his van the past year. Just put a new motor in it and it's still got issues. The guy's he's not wanting to make it right. It stinks. It's a bad bum deal. So he is not going to make it down to the meetup. So darn it anyway. And he said, for anybody that may or may not have sugar withdrawals, you may just have some on the side just in case, because he won't be bringing chocolate. So we'll be praying for Mark. The meetup, the sign up is incredible. We've got over 50 vans coming. And let's see here. We decided on the shirt color. And if you haven't ordered a shirt and you wanted to pre-order one, reach out to me. I'm telling you, it's probably over 75% of you guys have already pre-ordered. And I really appreciate that, because I really don't want to have to buy like 15 extra shirts, hoping that they sell and hoping that they fit you guys. So anybody that's coming that wants a shirt that hasn't reached out to me, please reach out to me, and we'll get that taken care of. What's going on, Tim? Good to see you. Patty A, mine are done. I got the last one, machine. Oh no. At least you got to the last one. So, excuse me. Anyway, so we will miss you, Mark. Yep. Yeah, it's a bummer. So anyway, so most of the plans for the meetup are set. We will be putting an itinerary in the Facebook group so that you guys can all see that. We are asking that if anybody, if anybody's like, oh, I'm just going to come down for Saturday, you still need to register. Chow or no chow for, has anyone heard about a trip to Alaska in the summer of 2025? Not sure what that would be about. I know he's very disappointed to miss it. He is very disappointed. When he got off the phone with me, he said he had a lot of people to call, and he was kind of bumming. Not only that, but it's good that he'll be there for some of the grandkids' birthdays and that. But he didn't have just mine and Bev's trip planned. He had all kinds of fun stuff that he was going to do after he left here. So it's just a bummer. You know, you got plans to do something, you put all that money into your van, and now you can't do it. So it stinks. So good karma is heading your way. Johnny has a team sending thoughts out in the universe. Absolutely. I'm going to visit him in New York. That's cool. That is cool. He was so sad. He was. It's a bummer. Let's see here. What else? What else about the meetup? It's really kind of, I mean, it's creeping up on us. It's actually a month away. No, he isn't going. No, he's not going to make it to courtside either. That's what, I mean, he spends Christmas with Box Fan D, Thanksgiving, and he's not going to make it. Yeah. Make cue with you guys. Hopefully, yeah. You never know. I'm sure if he gets it up and running. He said no, but we'll see. I heard something mentioned about Alaska on Lulu's channel. Mona follows Lulu, so if you ask Mona, she might know. Glad I got to meet him last time. Super cool guy. Absolutely. I'll tell you, you know, when you do a big group travel like that, like say to Alaska, sometimes it's tough because when you've got a lot of vehicles, it's hard to plan everything. You know what I mean? It's a tough one. I have new details for the meetup, and where can I look it up? It's not on the website. It's not on the channel. I typically just put it on my Tuesday night live streams so that the community that is here can hear about it and come. It is in Missouri at Fredrock Glampground. You just sign up through me. It is September the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. We will check in the afternoon on the 20th. And all kinds of stuff going Friday night, Saturday, all day long, Sunday morning, and then Sunday at around 11 o'clock, we will all check out. People will check out. And it's $60 for the entire meetup. We've got pretty good giveaways. I mean, really nice giveaways. There's going to be Tim's Famous egg rolls. We're going to have s'more platters. It's a fun time. Over 50 vans come in, and yeah, so it's a good time. Yes, it's hard with a lot of people. Absolutely. I saw it on Lulu's channel too. There you go. I'm thinking Thinsulate glue to Reflectix fabric on both sides and so trim to the fabric. The only thing is if you get them too heavy, then they don't stay up. They won't stay up. So get some earth magnets, those neodyne or neodyne magnets, and give it your best shot. Best meetup ever. Thank you, Helen. Thank you. Okay, so she dropped the link to the campground, but don't sign up. A lot of people keep calling Misty, and not a lot, but some people have called Misty. Misty always refers you guys back to me. People think they've got to sign up for me and then reserve a spot. Once you sign up through me, that's it. That's all you have to do. Caravan is fun, but pain in the butt, not always get up and is ready to go. Absolutely. Caravans are fun when there's 2 or 3 people. Caravans when there's 10 is not fun. That's why you get up, you do you. I'll see you in Oklahoma. I'll see you at the Buc-ee's in Texas. You know what I mean? We'll all meet up there at the end of the day. But yeah, as far as, Debbie, did you put Thinsulate insulation on yours too? Did you put Thinsulate on yours as well? Because hers are pretty thin. I just worry about the weight, them falling. Just make sure you put the magnets in. And I had, like I said, I handmade mine, and they lasted for a couple of years. And I didn't even know about the earth magnets or those neodyne magnets then. I'm probably saying it wrong. I always do. Up before the crack of dawn and on the road. When you stop by the side of the road to see the moose, not very many rigs fit. Absolutely. That's another real good point because we all do it. Unless everybody's stopping in the middle of the road because the moose is in the road, you're likely going to either be a hazard to the guy behind you or you're not going to get to see the moose. So sometimes small groups are better. Let's see here. Is Mo? I'll tell you what. The miles that he puts in a day, he's got to get up early. Yeah, all good points. I totally agree with you. And I'll tell you, you really got to think about who you're going with too, because I'm just going to give you an example. Kelly loves like the scenery and seeing a moose every now and then, and she's good. She's ready to just move on. I want to take about 400 pictures. And so like she sits there and just plays Candy Crush or whatever that game is on her phone while I do my thing. But if you're with a group of people that want to take 2 pictures and be done, and you've got your 600 millimeter lens out and you're waiting for that moose to sneeze or something, you two are not compatible travel buddies. So travel with compatible travel buddies. That's key. And the other thing is ask them, how many miles do you like to drive a day? Because if I say 500, like me and Mona could never drive together because Mona drives for about 2 hours and she's good. I drive for about 6 hours and I'm good. So anyway, so make sure that if you do a trip like that you get all the details and make sure that you're going with the right group, because you don't want to spend all that money on gas and then don't get to do the things that you want to do. I want to stop and fish. That's it. Tim says compatibility is key. That's exactly. Sometimes not only like, oh, what I like to do and what you like to do. If you've got somebody that's got a full-wheel drive and you've got somebody that's got a rear-wheel drive and you know their van is heavy, you may want to do some let's drive down this dirt road and they may be stuck. So you really got to take those things into consideration when caravanning or when planning that big of a trip. If we're all just caravanning out to Quartzsite, I'm going to say if you drive 5 hours a day and I drive 6 hours a day, I'll drive 5 hours a day. Most people would do that. If you're caravanning out to Quartzsite and somebody's driving 2 hours a day and you need to get there in 3 days, you guys are not compatible. But road trips are easier compatible than off-road trips. Make sure Alaska, I'm saying off-road. Driving from here to Quartzsite, on-road. So make sure that when you do caravan with a group, make sure that you are compatible with them, because I want you to be happy. But the other thing is you don't want that group to be upset that maybe you're slowing them down, or maybe you are, you don't want to be that person, really. So for either party, you don't want to be that person. I could drive for 2 hours. Yeah. I could drive for 2 hours. Like when I retire, if I get with a group and they want to drive 2 hours a day, that's one thing. When I leave here to get to Quartzsite, I do it in 3 days. I want to get there in 3 days. So, Outdoor More, thanks for coming in. I think it's very hard to travel with more than 1 or 2 people. Exactly. I've been in caravans where there's been like 4 of us or 5 of us, and you really got to communicate. So, and sometimes that even entails some 2-way radios that'll go a couple miles. So, yep, make it happen. So, um, yeah, compatibility. Yeah. And then here's another thing you got to think about. Sometimes people have a trip planned to Alaska and they're going to stop at this museum and this museum and this museum or this and that, and this one's $15, this one's $20, this one's $17.50, this park pass is $40. You have to make sure that if these people are planning this out, that you can afford to do all these little extra things that this big group is wanting to do. So more things to consider when you're, with a big group. So most of the time, food you can get away with. Some people are on special diets. They strictly do their own cooking. Other people, they're like, let's stop and grab a burger, and they're good. Make sure that whatever you do, if you ever go on a trip with a group, make sure that you do you without like, hey, I didn't bring anything for dinner, just make sure that you're good. I'm not saying, sometimes when we all get together, it's like, oh, I've got chicken. Does anybody have any cheese? We made pizzas in the desert one time, and everybody, oh, I've got this. So yeah. Anyway, I can drive 4 hours, but need to stop to stretch my legs. Absolutely. Because I end up getting sleep on trips. I get sleepy on trips too. Here's my thing. Like if you're caravanning with people, like in the morning, it's like, okay, let's all meet up at lunch at Bass Pro in Texarkana, or let's meet up at Cracker Barrel in Phoenix, at the end of the day, so that you do you, I'll do me. I typically will take the last van. I'll have everybody else in front of me so that if anyone has any problems, I'm there, coming. Not that I'm an auto mechanic, because you all know I don't. But I don't mind waiting with somebody while they get their vehicle fixed. So like me, Patty, Bobby, all caravan together, I always took the tail so that if anyone have any problems, so if you're on a trip, and you, so that's just another point. So, if your mouth is moving, your eyes are open. So snacking, chewing gum, singing, there you go. Yep. I am a muncher when I drive because I am the same way. I am the exact same way. Helen brought me a couple bags of popcorn when she came over last time. And when Kelly and I went to Nashville, I was like, I got the popcorn because, just every now and then you just, chew on something when you get tired. I have a toothbrush, just brush my teeth. I already know that. I think it's cool if somebody drives by and it's like you're brushing your teeth, but that's what we do. In mountain biking, we have a leader and a floater and a sweeper, no one left behind. Absolutely. I can sleep and chew gum. Helen does not get the end card. Helen's in the middle. Sunflower seeds. I like sunflower seeds, but I have to get the ones that don't have salt because my legs, if I drive 6 to 8 hours a day, my feet and ankles tend to swell. I've got the ProMaster. The seats are higher. You've got a lot of pressure in that area halfway between the buttocks and the knee, the bend of the knee. It's a lot of pressure. And so I have a lot of swelling, not a lot, but I have swelling in my ankles at the end of the day and my feet. So I don't want to add too much sodium to that. So I normally don't pick a salty snack, but I like sunflower seeds. I sleep and talk in my sleep. Oh my goodness. All right. I have a son that my sister babysat him every now and then on the weekend when I would work, when I was in nursing. He was young, he was probably 5. And her and her husband woke up because somebody was vacuuming the house. And it was my son. He plugged in a vacuum and was vacuuming their house. And I was like, He's 5 years old. I'm like, I'm going to teach you how to vacuum at home. Oh my goodness. Finally made another show. Hey everyone. Good to see you. Brutus Buckeye. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Yeah. My hubby was typing on his computer in his sleep last night. That guy needs a day off. That guy needs a day off. I'll tell you, there's not a day I don't wake up and I'm already building. I'm already like gluing something together. I'm already like figuring this out or figuring that out. So, yep. You don't kick your feet up on the dashboard. Oh, buddy, back in the day. Yep, back in the day. I'll tell you what, if you drive by me and my feet are up on the dashboard, you might as well call 911 because something ain't right. Oh, good times, guys. Yep. Isn't it fun to talk about road trips and sightseeing and going to see wildlife and just planning for that next adventure? Oh, I love it. I love it. I know it was just going to a football game, but it was nice getting out of the shop and taking a day off. And says the ER nurse, right? Don't drive with your feet up on the dash. Mobang, I'm gonna have to pounce you when you get here. You know, you see that. You'll be driving and you'll see people in the passenger seat with their feet up on the dashboard. I can tell you, God forbid anything happens. As an ER nurse, I'm telling you, it's not going to end well if they are rear-ended or they rear end somebody. It is not going to end well. I don't know how many teeth a kneecap can take out. I know a airbag sometimes can take out one or two. I'm almost certain that a kneecap in the mouth would be dentures, or a foot through the windshield would be maybe even an amputation. So don't do that. I'll tell you what, I don't know if you guys heard about it, but somewhere in Arizona, a lady drove off the cliff and was ejected from her car. We gotta stay awake. We gotta pay attention. I don't know all what happened, but she was like 39 years old, went over a cliff and was ejected from her car. So we have got to be safe. We've got to make smart choices. And my feet up on the dashboard is not a smart choice, especially when Kelly won't drive. I'm hoping to go to Quartzsite for the RTR. Very excited. Will be my longest road trip yet. Where are you starting from? Just what state? What state are you starting from? I'm so close to going full-time. 9:15. Wear your seatbelt. It's all about the journey. Absolutely. Absolutely. I can tell you that I saw when someone passed me with passenger feet out the window on the mirror. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've seen people, I've had people pass me and they've got a young person in the passenger seat and both feet are crossed and out the window. And you never know when somebody's going to lose a tire. They'll rip your foot. I mean, a semi loses a tire, they'll rip your foot off. So that's kind of gruesome, isn't it? Gruesome? It's gross. A Massachusetts long drive. That is a long drive. Now, will you go south and then across 10? Or do you go like diagonal? The highest that my foot would be relaxed on the seat for a few minutes to get the blood flow. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. I do that when it's in cruise. When I've got my van in cruise control, I'll kind of just roll my ankles, do some foot palms, get that blood flowing, because I can tell you, when I've got my normal shoes on, I know right away that my feet are starting to swell just from driving for so long. And matter of fact, when we went to Nashville, I drove all day, was on my feet, went to the game all day, and then started driving a couple hours back. By the end of the day, I was like, I had my Crocs next to me. I took my tennis shoes off and put my Crocs on. So ripped leg off on an accident. Oh, no, that is bleh. Yep. I'm going to get to Maine this Massachusetts fall. starting from San Diego, man, San Diego to Maine. Oh my goodness. Are you going to find, what is that? Highway 1? Is that the first mile in Maine? I think it happened so fast. That's right. I was driving on the freeway and someone in front of me ran over a piece of tire. It flew up, hit my windshield, shattered it. Absolutely. And it was over before you knew what hit you. Absolutely. I'll tell you what, there's got to be something with the ProMaster, because Bev brought her van the other day. It's got a cracked windshield. And I know when you drive that many miles, it's just part of it. But there's got to be something that they can do with that aerodynamics that the ProMaster, I'm going to say, I mean, if you've got a Transit and you've had a cracked windshield, put it in the comments, because I know I've been through 3 windshields. Patty Coretta's been through one. Bev's been through one. I know a lot of people that have been through a windshield. Les and Bernadette, have you guys gone through a windshield yet? Let's see here. John in the house. Good to see you, John. Oh, I said Maine. I meant yeah, because you're going to Massachusetts. Yep. Yeah, Maine would get. Used to hang my feet out when I was very young. Large horsefly hit my foot, and I thought I was, never again. And that's just a horsefly. Yes, one runs along the coast in Canada. Chip in my Transit. There you go. There's one. I love Maine. I love Maine too. Riding on the same windshield. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Cracked windshields are a result of the urethane set and used to mount them these days. The old rubber sets didn't do that. I you know what? I would have to believe you, because I have no idea. But they set the urethane, the crack, it's always in the middle. It's always in the middle, and then it spiders. So my state borders both Maine and Massachusetts. There you go. I believe that would have to be New Hampshire, right? New Hampshire, I think. I'm pretty sure. I have 3 small chips in my windshield. Yep. Built-in rock magnet for ProMaster windshield. There you go. Don't say it. She said, don't say it. I know. I've been driving since 1962 and have never had a cracked windshield. Knock on wood. I pray to God that doesn't throw it out there now. I'll tell you, I hadn't, and I was on the highway going to Phoenix to get Kelly from the airport. I was in the right lane. A semi passed me. As soon as he passed me, something flew off of the semi and cracked my windshield. And there was nothing I could do. It wasn't like I wasn't following him. He was passing me on the interstate. So, Desert Dad, member for 18 months. Thank you, friend. Thank you. Anyway, oh my goodness, it's 8:52. Somebody said, I like your sign. That is from Desert Deb, and Zeb says, you don't know what you don't know until you know. So, yep, I may put it in the shop. I feel like some of my clients that come to visit me need to hear that. But I put it in the office for the live streams. Guys, tomorrow is my podcast. I am on Adventure A Highway podcast at 5:30 or 5:50. I will put a link to that if you want to listen to it. They're going to be interviewing me. They are a nomad type channel that they want to talk to me on camera. So fun times. I'll put a link to it on my community, and I'll try and do it earlier than later, but it's at 5, let's just say 5:30 my time. 5:30 my time. So 3:30 most of you guys' time. Once the rock hits, you need to get a chip. That's what I did on the way. That's what I did, Mobang. The third one, I had a rock hit. I immediately got off the highway at the next big town. I went to a Napa, and got a windshield repair kit, and it worked. So, Put it on Patreon too. Will do. Tomorrow, Wednesday, tomorrow at 5. It's 5:30, but the link, I believe, says 5:50. So, but I'll probably be in there at 5:30. So it's Adventure A Highway if you want to follow them on Facebook or go check out their web. They do have a web page. So anyway, so tomorrow, Wednesday, tomorrow at 5, let's just say 5:30, so everybody is ready and raring to go. Most of y'all get here early anyway. If you get there at 5:30, you'll definitely be on time. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the good conversation. Stay safe out on the roads. If you guys have a prayer request and didn't get a chance to put it in, leave a comment at the end of the video. I typically will stay in the comment section for a while until I see that nobody else is commenting. I appreciate you guys spending your Tuesday night with me. We will pray for Mark. We'll pray for Dee and Derek and all kinds of people out there. I know that need our prayers. Guys, safe travels. We'll see you next week.